Racist cop kneels on a black veteran's neck, the veteran passes out, but his Marine unit shows up within minutes. Get your hands where I can see them. The shout ripped through the humid Georgia air like a rifle crack. Tyrone Ty Jackson froze, hands already lifted, the sweat of the August sun mixing with the salt of disbelief on his brow. He'd just finished his morning jog, still in his Marine Corps t-shirt, a faded Semper Fi tattoo visible on his forearm. His heart pounded, not from exertion now, but from fear. "What the hell did I do?" he asked, voice calm but trembling, the way only combat veterans know how to balance on the knife's edge of panic. "Don't move." The cop, Officer Dale Rourke, white, early 40s, with the swagger of a man who'd worn authority too long without accountability, had his gun out. His eyes weren't just suspicious, they were venomous. Ty's phone had just vibrated. Text from Jake, his old squad leader. "See you in 10, brother. Don't let the civvies beat you to the coffee." That had been the plan, catch up with his old Marine unit for breakfast. Instead, he now found himself face down on the cracked sidewalk of Pinehurst Drive, the officer's knee grinding into his neck. "I live here," Ty choked. "I served." "Don't care where you served," Rourke snarled, pressing harder. "You fit the description." Ty's lungs screamed. Lights flickered. A copper taste filled his mouth. His world tunneled. And then, darkness. Swing. The roar of engines shattered the still morning. 3 matte black jeeps tore around the corner like wolves hunting. They stopped with precision. Doors slammed. 6 men in desert camouflage pants and tight black shirts leapt out. Tattoos, hardened eyes, military discipline. The largest, Staff Sergeant Jake Bulldog Mendoza, locked eyes with the horror before them. Ty unconscious, face pressed into pavement, Rourke still kneeling, unaware he was no longer in control. Jake didn't speak. He sprinted. "Hey, back the hell up!" Rourke shouted, fumbling for his sidearm. Jake was already there. One swipe. The gun flew. Rourke's head cracked against the sidewalk as Jake took him down, flipping him like a rag doll. "You messed with the wrong Marine," Jake growled. Rourke coughed, dazed. He was resisting arrest. "Funny," said Corporal Singh, crouching over Ty, checking his pulse. "Resisting a jog?" They surrounded their brother, a tight wall of muscle and fury. Civilians emerged with phones. Some had recorded it all. One woman was live streaming. "He wasn't doing anything," she said. "That cop just pulled up and boom, drew on him." Ambulance sirens whined in the distance. "He's breathing," Singh said, relief in his voice. "But barely." Jake looked down at Rourke. "Name?" "Officer Dale Rourke," the man muttered, spitting blood. "Congratulations, Officer Rourke," Jake said. "You just became famous." Component placement. By the time Ty woke in the hospital, the video had gone viral. It wasn't just the footage of the arrest, it was what came after. The Marine unit, the brothers in arms, the truth. Swing Mayor Caldwell stood stiff behind a podium, flanked by media and fake concern. "This is not who we are as a city," he droned. Ty watched from his hospital bed, jaw clenched. Jake sat beside him, arms crossed. "You believe that crap?" Ty asked. Jake shook his head. "I did some digging. Rourke's been on suspension twice, brutality claims, buried by internal affairs." "Of course," Ty whispered. "System protects its own." Not this time. Jake had already sent files to a journalist he trusted from his deployment days. A real one, not corporate-owned. "Tomorrow we drop everything," Jake said. "Full exposure, the whole damn system." Zrenia. By noon the next day, it all exploded. Documents showed the mayor's office had received complaints against Rourke 3 times, each time dismissed. The police union president, cousin to the district attorney, internal affairs, underfunded, undermanned, and instructed not to ruffle feathers. When the video aired on national TV, followed by a side-by-side image of Ty in dress blues, medals shining, the country reacted. Outrage, protests, Justice Department investigations. But Ty wanted more than noise. He wanted change. So he went to the hearing. Rourke was being questioned by a panel of state prosecutors and police board members. It was a formality. They expected a slap on the wrist. Then Ty walked in. "I have a statement," he said. They tried to stop him. Too late. Cameras were rolling. "My name is Tyrone Jackson. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, served 3 tours. I fought in Fallujah. I saved lives. I bled for this country. And last week, I was almost killed on my own street by a man sworn to protect me." He turned to Rourke, who avoided his gaze. "You didn't see me as a man. You saw a threat. You ignored my words, my service, my humanity. You knelt on my neck like I was nothing. And if my brothers hadn't shown up, if I'd died right there on the pavement, you'd have walked away." He faced the room. "So now I ask all of you, how many others didn't have a Marine unit to save them?" Silence. The prosecutor leaned forward. "Mr. Jackson, are you asking for retribution?" "No," Ty said. "I'm demanding justice, not just for me, for all of us." Zrenia Rourke was fired, stripped of pension, later charged with aggravated assault. The mayor resigned, the police chief stepped down, and under public pressure, a new bill was introduced: mandatory body cams, civilian oversight, and open access to complaints and misconduct records. It passed, but Ty knew the fight wasn't over. "Still want that coffee?" Jake asked one morning as they stood outside the rebuilt community center, a place Ty helped establish for at-risk youth. "Only if you're buying," Ty said with a smirk. They laughed. Then Jake got serious. "You think it's really gonna change?" Ty looked at the mural on the wall, an image of him, painted by local kids, saluting beneath the words, "Honor has no color." "Change is slow," Ty said, "but not impossible, not when we show up." Jake nodded. "Every damn time." They walked down the street together, brothers once more, in a world that had started to listen, because they made it impossible not to. Disclaimer: this story is a fictional dramatization created for entertainment purposes only.